Mr. Marshall.
Hi.
Do you have any advice for the incoming freshmen?
I would say probably, am I supposed to look at the camera?
No, you don't have to.
I would say probably my biggest advice would be to prepare yourself for the speed of high school. You got to keep up with your homework. It's going to be more difficult and go faster than it would in middle school. So prepare yourself to keep up with your homework on a daily basis, and get involved. Get involved in clubs, in athletics, in school politics, whatever it might be. But that's going to be a good way to make the bigness of high school seem a lot smaller.
What do you think is the best resource North Central has to offer here to get you through your high school experience?
Well, I think there are a lot of different resources North Central has to offer. As far as homework help, we have the Learning Center, which is available to students and provides free tutoring. You can access that during your study hall, or you can access it after school. But your teachers are also a great resource, and we really encourage students to feel comfortable talking to their teachers and asking questions and asking how they can keep up on their homework and figure out problems that they might have. Here in the guidance office, we try to have a lot of support and talk to students about different types of needs, help you plan your high school career. And then I think your fellow students are also a great resource. So make sure you ask questions of older students that are here, siblings, or your peers at your same grade level.
Being a teacher for so many years, what do you think is the most difficult thing freshmen face going? Oh, you're not a teacher.
Well, that's okay. I can still have an opinion, I guess. I'm more new to high school because, as you know, I was in the elementary schools before. What was the last part? You didn't finish the question.
Oh, do you difficult things freshmen face going into just transition?
In their from what I've seen so far being here, I think one part that's difficult is just getting used to how big high school is and how many people are here, and getting over the fear of finding your way around. Just as I mentioned before, being involved in different types of programs and getting sort of a support network of friends and peers helps make school seem a little smaller. And keep up with your work. I mean, I think that's the important thing. In high school, you can get behind a lot faster than you would in middle school. So I think trying to keep up along the way is going to help in the long run, and you won't feel so overwhelmed. And then probably the biggest thing is, since it is such a big school, is seek out help. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because there are a lot of students here, and teachers and counselors, it's a little harder to follow you. It's not like being in elementary school where you were with the same teacher all day long. So you need to ask questions if you need help.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hardest part of leaving middle school and coming to high school?
The hardest part about leaving middle school and coming to high school was learning the building, like learning how to navigate from class to class and be there on time, and also time management overall.
What do you think having period schedules made it harder to study and complete your assignments?
No, this really just tests you how much fortitude you have, especially when you have an after-school activity, because I was freshman basketball team manager.
Shut up. Keep going.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you balance your schoolwork, home life, personal life, and sports or after-school activities?
Basically, you just got to get it done. You just got to find some time you're going to put away. Something's going to have to be minimized in order to get everything you need to get done.
So, your advice for the freshmen, the incoming freshmen, is get her done?
Yeah, get it done. Just focus.
Thank you. Is it now easier that you can sit there all semester and never starts over again?
Yeah, it can be beneficial, but it cannot. If you dig yourself in a hole, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to get out of it. But if you work hard the whole semester previous, when you come to this one, then it's going to be a lot less mandatory work for you to do.
This is Lyle Shu, a ninth grader at North Central High School.
Okay.
This is Ms. King.
Hello.
Do you have any advice for the incoming freshmen?
For the incoming freshmen, yes, I have a lot of advice. Prepare yourselves for the semester because North Central is a little different from your middle school. We are treating you as if you are little bitty adults, I guess, and the discipline expectations are different here. So the goal is always for students to learn, and if you're in the way of learning, it's going to become a problem. So focus on your academics. Please know that any troubles and the discipline problems will be handled. I think they do a very good job here at North Central taking care of the discipline issues.
Okay. What do you think is the best resource North Central has to offer here to get you through your high school experience?
Best resource. Well, we have several resources that I think are awesome. One of my favorites is the Learning Center. The Learning Center is open late, and you can go during study hall, and they've got tutors there who are trained and are prepared to answer most of your questions. In Guided Study Hall is another resource, and that's another option you can use. If you have a study hall freshman year, you will have a Guided Study Hall. And in Guided Study Hall, if the teacher can't help you, then they will send you to the Learning Center. That combination and that partnership that's created with the Guided Study Halls and the Learning Center.
Being a teacher for so many years, what do you think is the most difficult thing freshmen face going through their transition?
Too many distractions, easily distracted by their peers, and they don't really know yet what their role is as a student. And they know what they want, but they don't know how to achieve it. They don't know how to be a leader in the pack and not a follower. I do see a lot of growth by mid-semester when they start to realize that this is the real deal, where if you get an F, you have to repeat it. So I do see growth, but I think it takes a full semester for them to actually get it.
Coming from the middle school to the high school, do you prefer block scheduling or the 7 periods?
Well, I've only taught block scheduling one time, because when I taught in the middle school, they did not have block scheduling. But as a middle school teacher, I really liked block scheduling. As a high school teacher, I would not like block scheduling. I think it gives me more opportunity in the middle school to do more hands-on opportunities with the kids. I always felt like once I got the students started, it was time to go. So I would have liked block scheduling, but it didn't become a permanent thing until I left.
Thank you, Ms. King.
You're welcome.
This is Jalen. Hello. What was the hardest part of leaving middle school and coming to high school?
Probably to me, adjusting to the new schedule, because we have block schedule, and meeting new people in classes is a lot different.
Do you think having period schedules made it harder to study and complete your assignments?
So what?
Having period schedules. The 7 periods.
No, not for me, because I have study hall, and then Avid helps a lot with getting stuff done and knowing stuff.